Welcome to the 2020 Poomsae Grand Slam Final presented by USA Taekwondo. We have a great day of competition today. Our session going to start here momentarily is the under 60 male and under 60 female individual recognized Poomsae. Great action. We're going to be here all afternoon, even to the evening a little bit, as well as tomorrow. So we're glad you're logged on. We're glad you're here in the stands here, so we appreciate your support of the athletes. Of course, we want you logged on all day. Facebook, YouTube, get there so we can see it. So let's start with our first competitor in the male individual under 60 recognized Poomsae. It will be Brian Joe. Good luck to all of you guys. Let's get it on. Good and welcome to the 2020 Poomsae Grand Slam Final. I am Jason Poosier, chopping up with Jason and Danny this morning. Afternoon for some of you. We appreciate you joining us. This is day 2. You just saw our first competitor in the under 60 black belt male recognized forms division. These will be individuals. It was Brian Joe. Brian Joe is from Dragon Young in Martial Arts in Duongdale, coached by Sang Jae Lee. He's 52 years of age, from Prairieville, Virginia. He attended Youngin University. He's the 2019 USA national team member in the pairs competition. They are competing with Hansu right now. On deck, our next competitor, coming up shortly.
Up next, Garth Cooley.
And you heard our announcer, Danielle Swigard, with our second competitor. It is Garth Cooley. Known Garth since he was a national team member in sparring, so he's just a well-rounded martial artist. From KTA, his home coach, Grandmaster Chul Koo Yoon. He's 52 years of age, from Carmel in Indianapolis, Indiana. Did graduate college back in 1889. He's on the World Cup team that competed in Wuxi, China, where he earned a gold medal in August of 2019. He's a Pan Am President's Club silver medalist from October of 2019. And the U.S. Open silver medalist back in February of 2019. He loves spending time with his wife, family, friends, and just cruising. Love it. Garth Cooley competing with Hansu. And that's Garth Cooley competing with Hansu. 4 rounds of action here today. We'll start with Hansu. We'll follow with Tebek. Their third form will be Jite, and they'll finish with Chungkwan. So 4 of the highest black belt forms out there. You're seeing like 3rd degree basically and up. here in our under 60 black belt individual competition. So we've had two competitors so far, Brian Joe and Garth Cooley. Coming up next will be Douglas Baker. And Doug Baker is entering the competition area. Doug Baker is from Polaris Taekwondo. He's 51 years of age, from Lewis Center, Ohio. His school is in Otterbein University, it should say, where he has a major in athletic training. He's a 1995 USTU national champion. I think that's inspiring. It could be Poomsae. 1992 national collegiate champ and a 1990 USTU national champion. So clearly Doug, as we all know, is an elite sparring competitor now doing Poomsae. He loves snow skiing, triathlons, and travel. Doug Baker competing with Hansu. Good, we're moving right along. This will be just efficient as we can make it here for you. So as we have 4 rounds of competition with these male competitors, 6 competitors here today in the under 60. It's actually 51 to 60 if you want to be exact. So they can be 51 years of age to 60. This is the black belt male.
Our next competitor, Ron Southwick.
And you heard Ron Southwick now entering the competition area. Ron Southwick is 56 years of age, from Michigan State University. He is coached by David Turgeon. His hometown is East Lansing, Michigan, where he attended Michigan State as well. He's the President's Cup bronze medalist, the National Championships bronze medalist, and he's a 4-time national team member and a 2-time national team coach, as well as a 2-time head of team. You know, he says he likes to do outside of Taekwondo. He likes to train Taekwondo. So Ron is very much involved in this sport. Ron Southwick is competing right now with Hansu.
Up next, Un-Ik Lee.
So Un-Ik Lee is entering the competition area. Un-Ik Lee is from Lee's Taekwondo, Plano, Texas. So competing in the Texas area now. He's a 2018 World Championships silver medalist, and he's a 3-time national team member in 16, 2018, and 2019. So tons of experience for Mr. Lee here as he's competing with Hansu. A great performance by Unig Lee. Really clean. Really solid performance there.
Our next competitor, David Turgeon.
So David Turgeon entering the competition area. David Turgeon is 54 years of age, from Connecticut, Cheongdakwon, Taekwondo. His home coach is Grandmaster Park Hae-man, and he hails from Colchester, Connecticut. David is a 5-time U.S. national team member, a 3-time captain of the team as well. He was he's also the captain of the first ever U.S. Poomsae team in 2006, and the first U.S. competitor to win individual and pairs. Well, he won it to pair with his wife, which at the national championship. So him and his wife won a pairs. That's great. Lastly, he's been a U.S. coach since 2014, and he's coached dozens of athletes to world medals. He loves biking, hot yoga, and a huge fan of Legos. David Turgeon competing with Poomsae. David Turgeon, the final competitor in the under 60 men's recognized individual Poomsae. So all 6 competitors have done round 1. So we're going to get a round 1 score update for you here momentarily. I might have a little quicker access to it, so I'll hold off until we see it on the screen. So glad you're joining us here at the Poomsae Grand Slam final. This is day 2. We're here at the National Center of Excellence in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And there you see it. Unig Lee with a solid performance in round 1 is taking the lead. Brian Joe following up with a 7.26 in second place. And Garth Cooley rounding out the top 3 with a 7.20. So Unig Lee, we thought he had a solid performance. It really showed there as he's got a good sized lead after round 1. Again, we're going to be here all day today, all day tomorrow. This is the Poomsae Grand Slam final, and remember, these athletes are looking to earn a spot on our World Championships team. Will travel to Herning, Denmark later this year to compete for Team USA in those World Championships. So glad you're joining us. This is Chopping Up with Jason and Danny this morning here at the National Center of Excellence in Colorado Springs. We're going to take a quick break, come back with more competition at the Poomsae Grand Slam final.
First up in the women's division, Jan Trigg.
So we're into our female 51 to 60 individual recognized Poomsae, and our first competitor to enter the competition area is Jan Trigg. Jan Trigg is coached by David Turgeon. She's 50 years of age from East Lansing, Michigan. She graduated in 2013 with a PhD in psychology. She's a top 8 finisher at the 2019 Nationals, and she took 3rd place at 2019 President's Cup as well. She likes to work out, lift weights, and read in her spare time, and she began Taekwondo in 2012 at Champions Taekwondo in New York under Master Andrew O. Competing with Sip Jin is Jan Trigg.
Up next, Elva Adams.
And Elva Adams is entering the competition area. The accomplished Elva Adams is from World Taekwondo Center, coached by Raymond Su. Today, she's coached by Coach Sung-Jae Lee for the female team. She's 51 years of age from San Antonio, Texas. She has been in school for small business lending manager at a Jefferson bank, and that's what she does for a living. That's impressive. She's a 2018 national team member, World Championship bronze medalist as well that year. 2019 U.S. Open gold. 2019 Nationals bronze medalist in individual Master 1 division. And this is her first year in this division under 60. In that World Championship, she won a bronze in the team competition. She full-time works at the bank. She owns a World Taekwondo Center and teaches part-time. She loves to travel, referee, and train. Doesn't have a lot of a personal time outside of Taekwondo, she says. Elva Adams competing with Ship Jin.
Up next, Tu Doolittle.
Tu Doolittle entering the competition area. Tu Doolittle is from NTA Taekwondo Colleyville. Her home coach is Sang-Jae Lee. Today she's also coached by Sang-Jae Lee. Tu Doolittle is 55 years of age from Coppell, Texas. She attended Western Michigan University. She has a bachelor's degree in industrial design. Tu Doolittle is the 2019 USA Poomsae national team member, and she won a silver medal in the World Cup in Wuxi, China. She also was on the national team in 2011 and 2016. In 2018 and 2016, she won a gold medal at the Senior Pan Am Championships, and she's a multiple-time President's Cup gold medalist. She loves to cook, manage, and she teaches Taekwondo at NTA. She takes care of her son and her husband, Nathan, and her son and her husband, Nathaniel Doolittle is her son. And she loves to help with the Texas State Poomsae Committee. Tu Doolittle competing with Ship Jin.
Up next, Cindy
Cindy entering the competition area. Cindy is from USCR Taekwondo. Her home coach is G.W. She's 51 years of age from Lewisville, Texas. She took a bronze medal at the 2018 National Championships. She also earned a bronze medal at the 2019 National Championships and a silver medal at the Poomsae GrandSlam Phase 2. Up now, Cindy competing with Shibjin.
Up next, Suzanne Torvalds.
And now Suzanne Torvalds has entered the competition arena. Suzanne is from World Champion TKD in Mountain Park, coached by J.K. Kim. Coached here at the Grand Slam by Coach Bob Maves. She's 57 years of age from Portland, Oregon. She's a 2018 Canadian Open silver medalist, the 2019 U.S. Open silver medalist as well, and she took 6th place at the 2019 National Championships. Her hobbies outside of Taekwondo is cycling. Competing with Shibjin is Suzanne Torvalds.
Up next, Barbara Jackson.
So our final competitor here in round one of the female under 60 individual traditional Poomsae. Barbara Jackson is 50 years of age and coached by Bob Maves. She's from Tacoma, Washington, and she says she did go to school and she graduated a long time ago. pretty new to this, so not a ton of recent accomplishments for Barbara Jackson. And she likes Taekwondo outside of Taekwondo. So a hobby for her. Competing with Sibjin is Barbara Jackson. And that is the end of round one of the female under 60 recognized Poomsae division. Scores coming up shortly. As we're waiting on the scores, we want to give you the officials for this under 60 male and female divisions. We have Caroline in a Park as one of the judges, as well as Kenny Kwek, Jong Sik Lee, official. Youngjun Lee is officiating as well. Linda Kimmich, and calling the competitors is Angela De La Vera. That is your officials for this round one of the under 60 male and female recognized individual Poomsae. Scores up now. Cindy with a lead over Elva Adams, and that might be a little bit of an upset as Elva Adams moving up into this division. Definitely going to be one of the favorites. But Cindy as we saw, was solid, just excellent technique and really good showmanship out on the mat here for round one. Again, 4 rounds, so anything can happen. It was a long way to go. But soon Cindy will take the first place spot going into round number 2. We're up for the males round 2 now.
First up in round 2 for the men, David Turgeon.
Again, round 2 now for the men. Again, it's a different order, so it's randomized each round. So we'll have a different order for each round of competition for the Poomsae here. This is round 2 where all competitors will be competing with Quebec. David Turgeon, 54 years of age, from Colchester, Connecticut, competing with Quebec.
Next up, Doug Baker.
Again, round 2. Doug Baker entering the competition area from Polaris Taekwondo at 51 years of age. Doug has a ton of accomplishments in the sport of Taekwondo. One of the most feared elite fighters of the 90s, no question about it. Doug Baker competing with Tebek.
Up next, Un-Ik Lee.
So Un-Ik Lee up for his second round. Un-Ik Lee from Plano, Texas, and Lee's U.S. Taekwondo. Un-Ik Lee is in the lead right now. So sitting in the #1 position. Let's see if he can hold it here. Competing with Tebek. Un-Ik Lee. So Un-Ik Lee sitting in the #1 spot. Just solid performance to this point. Didn't look like he had any major deductions there.
Up next, Brian Joe.
Entering the competition arena now is Brian Joe. Brian Joe from Dongyan Martial Arts in Wonglei. 52 years of age. Brian Joe also in the top 3 position, I think at #2 after round 1, competing with Tebek.
Up next, Ron Southwick.
So Ron Southwick entering the competition arena. Ron Southwick, coached by David Turgeon. He's 56 years of age from Michigan State University's Taekwondo team. Ron Southwick is also on the board of directors for USA Taekwondo as an AAC rep for Poomsae. So just clearly Ron Southwick, clearly one of the stalwarts here for the Poomsae program. Ron Southwick is now competing with Quebec.
Up next, Garth Cooley.
So Garth Cooley entering the competition area now from KTA Taekwondo, and his coach is coached by Grandmaster Chul Koo Yoon. Garth at 52 years of age from Indianapolis, Indiana. Also multifaceted competitor, as he was a national team member on the national USA team back in the 90s. Also a collegiate national team member as well, and several-time Poomsae national team member. So done it all. Quebec, performed by Garth Cooley. So that is the end of round number 2 for the under 60 male recognized individual Poomsae. Scores should come up for you momentarily, so you can see how the second round went, and then you can see where the overall score is. So and there you have it. Garth Cooley wins the round with a 7.73. An excellent take-back by Garth Cooley. So that should vault him up at least one spot. He was sitting in 3rd place. Should vault him possibly into 2nd and even possibly into 1st. So we're going to get the order for round number 3 for the males. Round number 2 of the females. Try to get you the composite, the total score between 2 rounds. We did see it. We know you didn't see it. If we can't get it, I can give you a little heads up. So Garth Cooley was able to move up into second place behind Unig Lee. So Garth Cooley now sitting in second as he jumps Brian Joe after round number 2.
First up in round 2 for the ladies, Elva Adams.
Again, Elva Adams entering the competition area. Elva Adams has so many accomplishments. Something you may not know is Elva Adams is a medalist in the Olympic Games for Chinese, the country of Chinese Taipei. She's also an Olympic referee from 2016 in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, for the United States. Elva Adams competing currently right now. With Chung Kwan. Elva Adams was first up in round number 2 for this under 60 female individual recognized Poomsae. Again, the winner of this competition will make the national team for 2020 that will head to the World Championships later this year in Herning, Denmark.
Up next, Suzanne Torvalds.
And Suzanne Torvalds now entering the competition area from World Champion Taekwondo, Mountain Park area, coached by J.K. Kim, but coached here by Bob Maves. 57 years of age. Suzanne Torvalds competing with Chung Kwan. Tu Doolittle now entering the competition area from NTA Taekwondo Colleyville. Sang Jae Lee, her coach, 55 years of age from Coppell, Texas. Tu Doolittle competing with Chung Kwan. Tu Doolittle with a solid performance of Chung Kwan. In my unprofessional opinion, that's going to get a solid high score. So 3 more competitors here in round number 2 for the female under 60 individual recognized Poomsae.
Up next for the ladies, Jan Trigg.
Jan Trigg leaves the competition area. 2 more competitors here in round number 2. We have 4 rounds here as we'll crown a champion here in the under 60 age division of the female and the males shortly. Cindy the leader after round 1. Coached by G.W. 51 years of age. She's from Louisville, Texas. Cindy the leader so far, performing Chung Kwan. Barbara Jackson now entering the competition area, and this is the last competitor in round number 2. Again, Barbara Jackson is 50 years of age, coached by Bob Mapes from Tacoma, Washington. Barbara Jackson performing Chung Kwan. So that is the end of round 2. Barbara Jackson rounding out the final performance of Chung Kwan here in round number 2. So we'll move to round 3 of the men's. Scores coming up. They'll come up for you shortly. They're coming up for now. Elva Adams wins the round with an 8.0, the first 8.0 of the competition for the women. So Elva Adams jumps nicely up with an excellent presentation of Chung Kwan. Will it be enough to vault her over Cindy in first place? And it is. So Elva Adams, after round number 2, takes the lead here in the under 60 age division of this female individual recognized Poomsae. So after rounds, Elva Adams in first, Cindy Oom in second, followed by Jan Trigg. Up next, the men's under 60. Garth Cooley will start us off here momentarily. This is the 2020 Poomsae Grand Slam Final here at the National Center of Excellence in Colorado Springs, presented by USATKD. Poomsae Grand Slam Final. I'm Jason Poos, your host here on the live stream. Chopping it up with Jason. No Sherman, but we have a solid help from our elite Poomsae competitors and coaches. Up now, we're at the men, under 60, third round.
Up first in round 3 for the men, Garth Cooley.
So Garth Cooley, sitting in the top 3 currently. Garth is 52 years of age from Indianapolis, Indiana. Garth graduated college back in 1989, and he loves spending time with his wife, family, and friends. Garth Cooley performing Jite. Loves spending time with his wife and friends. Garth Cooley performing Jite. And Garth Cooley finishes up with Jite, and they had beautiful side kicks on the crane stand side kick with the right leg and left leg, just executed wonderfully. Interesting enough, the first 3 competitors here in round number 3 for the men are the top 3 competitors going. So the top 3 competitors will be first, second, and third. Not necessarily in that order, but just know that these 3 guys are going to compete against each other early here in round number 3. So our leader up next, Unig Lee, followed by Brian Joe, who's in 3rd place. So second place, standing, Garth Cooley just competed. Now it'll be Unig Lee, followed by Brian Joe.
Up next, Lee.
And again, our leader so far, after 2 rounds, is Unig Lee from Lee's U.S. Taekwondo in Plano, Texas. Unig Lee performing Jite. So Garth Cooley, now Unig Lee, followed by Brian Joe. So the top 3 competitors to this point competing in the first 3 spots here in round number 3. Here at the 2020 Poomsae Grand Slam, presented by USATKD. This is the Grand Slam final. And again, a spot on our national team with an opportunity to compete at the World Championships in Denmark coming up later this year.
Up next, Brian Joe.
So Brian Joe currently sitting in 3rd place. Coached by Sang Jae Lee, 52 years of age, from Prairieville, Virginia. Brian Joe performing Jeté.
Up next, Ron Southwick.
And Ron Southwick entering the competition area. Ron, 56 years of age, from Michigan State University Taekwondo and coached by David Turgeon. Again, Ron is a 4-time national team member, a 2-time national team coach, and he's been the head of the team twice as well, a 2-time head of the team. So a really accomplished Ron Southwick competing with Jeté. And so Doug Baker now enters the competition area. This is round number 3. Doug from Polaris Taekwondo. He's 51 years of age. And again, a very accomplished sparring and now Poomsae athlete. Also does triathlons and snow skis, as well as travels in his spare time. Doug Baker now competing with Jite.
Up next, David Turgeon.
Rounding out round number 3 for the men's under 60 male individual recognized Poomsae is David Turgeon, 54 years of age. From Colchester, Connecticut. Again, 5-time U.S. team member, 3-time captain. He just has all kinds of accolades. Not just a great competitor, but a great guy as well. His hobby is hot yoga. I think that's hard to do. He likes to bike, and he's a huge fan of Legos. Performing Jite is David Turgeon. So David Turgeon rounds out round 3 of the men's under 60 male individual Poomsae. This is the Poomsae GrandSlam final for the National Center of Excellence in Colorado Springs. I'm Jason Poos. We want to highlight our officials who are doing an amazing job, thankless job. Currently for these divisions, it is Caroline in a park, Linda Kimmich, Young Jun Lee, Jong Sik Lee, and Kenny Kwek. And calling the athletes is Angela de Oliveira. Those are your current officials for these 2 divisions here at the Poomsae GrandSlam final. The scores are up. Munich Lee still holding on to the number 1 position. Garth Coolius moved up slightly as he basically tied him in that last round, but the presentation went to Munich Lee. Munich Lee not losing any ground there. So tight competition so far. Interesting enough, Winnigley, who's in the lead, we have the least amount of information on. So this is the women's third round coming up. First competitor will be Cindy Oom, who is currently sitting in second place, was in first place after the first round, but after second round, Elva Adams jumped to the #1 position.
First up in round 3 for the women, Cindy Oom.
So Cindy Oom will now take her spot on the competition floor. 51 years of age. Again, she took a silver second place at the Poomsae Grand Slam Phase 2, which wasn't long ago. So really right now riding some momentum here at these competitions here in Colorado Springs. This is Cindy Oom competing with Jite.
Up next, Elva Adams.
Adams now, who's currently sitting in first place, second to go out here in round #3. Elva, 51 years of age, so many accomplishments. From San Antonio, Texas, performing Jite.
Up
Two Doolittle enters the competition area. Elva Adams and Cindy the first two athletes out, were in first and second place at this point, and that looked pretty close. Elva Adams may have had a slight advantage there, just based on what I saw again. I'm not the Poomsae expert, have seen enough of these over the years to know, and both of them were really solid. They look like the 1-2 position, but we have plenty of competitors to go. Right now we have Two Doolittle, 55 years of age, from Coppell, Texas, performing Jite. So Two Doolittle, solid performance there, Jite. Should earn her a pretty high score. Barbara Jackson now entering the competition area from Tacoma, Washington. At 50 years of age, one of the youngest competitors in this division, coached by Bob Maves. It is Barbara Jackson competing with Jite. Two more competitors here in round number 3 for the female under 16 division. Up next, Jan Trigg, who is currently sitting high up, possibly third place right now. Again, this is the Poomsae Grand Slam final in Colorado Springs here at the National Center of Excellence.
Up next, Jan Trigg.
Again, Jan Trigg, as she enters our competition area, is 50 years of age. Again, one of the younger athletes for this division from East Lansing, Michigan. She was third place at the 2019 President's Cup, which wasn't that long ago, actually, in the fall of 2019. So also riding some good momentum here into the Poomsae Grand Slam final. She likes to work out and lift weights, so a very physically active athlete here. It's Jan Trigg competing with Jite.
next, Suzanne Torvalds.
Our last competitor here in round number 3 of the under 60 female individual recognized Poomsae. It is Suzanne Torvalds, 57 years of age, from Portland, Oregon, coached by Bob Maves. Suzanne won a silver medal at the 2019 U.S. Open, a very tough tournament, so really doing a great job there in order to secure a silver medal. And in her spare time likes to do, she's cycling addict, so she enjoys cycling. Performing Shite right now is Suzanne Torvalds. Adams extending her lead from round 2. So after round 1 was in second place, moved up in round number 2, and now number 3. And look at 2 Doolittle, kind of steps up here as well from 4, moves up to 3. So a little change here as we have Elva Adams now extending out her lead after round number 3, followed by Cindy and 2 Doolittle overtakes Jan Trigg for that coveted 3rd place spot. So there's your scores. After 3 rounds. 1 more round to go. Elva Adams in control right now. Again, first time in this division for Mrs. Adams. And really performing at a high level so far. We're here getting the order for round number 4. The final round here. The under 60 female division. Coming up next, the final round of the men under 60. Thanks for staying with us. You're watching the 2020 Poomsae Grand Slam final presented by USATKD. So round Southwick will start our final round, as you heard. Ron, who won his President's Cup bronze medal in 2019 and a bronze medal at the National Championships in 2019 as well. Ron, 56 years of age, also board member for USA Taekwondo. This is Ron Southwick finishing the final round for himself by performing Chung Kwan.
Up next, Moon-Ik Lee.
So Moon-Ik Lee into the fourth and final round as the leader here in his division of the under 60 males. Moon-Ik Lee from Lee's USA Taekwondo, Plano, Texas. He's 54 years of age, and his hometown is Plano, Texas. He was a 2018 World Championship silver medalist, and he's been on the national team 3 times for Poomsae in 2016, 2018, and then 2019 last year. So definitely here, maybe the guy to beat, and showing it so far. He's been #1 after each round. Can he follow it up here? Moon-Ik Lee performing Chung Kwan. So this final round for Doug Baker from Polaris Taekwondo. Doug graduated college in 1995 at 51 years of age, another younger competitor for this division. Loves snow skiing and traveling and triathlons in his spare time. Performing Chung Kwan, Doug Baker.
Up next, Brian Joe.
And this is Brian Joe into his 4th round and final Poomsae for Mr. Joe. He's coached by Sang Jae Lee. He's 52 years of age. He attended Yongin University in Korea, and he was a Paris national team member in 2019. Brian Joe performing Chungkwon. Good, looked like a solid performance by Brian Joe to round out his competition here in this division of the under 60 male individual.
Up next for the men, David Turgeon.
David Turgeon entering the competition arena, 54 years of age. David Turgeon is also a coach and has been a coach for the national team since 2014. He's coached dozens of athletes to world medals here for his club and for USA Taekwondo. As a 5-time U.S. national team member, tons of experience. For David Turgeon performing Chungkwon. And Garth Cooley, the final competitor here in the men's under 60 individual recognized Poomsae. Garth Cooley sitting in the top 3 positions. He's going to have to do something spectacular here if he wants to overtake our leader. Mr. Lee. Garth, 52 years of age, from Carmel, Indianapolis, Indiana. And again, he won a gold medal just less than a year ago in Wuxi at the World Cup. So coming off an amazing performance there in Wuxi, China. He also won a silver medal recently, just in October, at the President's Cup. He loves spending time with his wife and family and friends and cruising around. It's Garth Cooley, our final competitor, competing with Chung Kwan. Garth Cooley rounds out all competitors, all 4 rounds of competition here. So we will have our new team member and champion. Great score here. Garth Cooley, really a solid performance here today. Takes second in this round. So Garth, David Turgeon making a giant jump to number 3 here in this round. But we do have a winner, and it is Ik Lee from Plano, Texas. He will be our national team member. He will compete for the Team USA at the World Championships later this year in Herning, Denmark. So congratulations to all our competitors. Ik Lee is our champion. He was a 2018 World Championship silver medalist. Can he follow it with a 2020 gold medal at the World Championships? Again, I'm Jason Poomsae, chopping it up here at the National Center of Excellence. This is the 2020 Poomsae Grand Slam final presented by USATKD.
First up in the final round in the ladies division, Tu Doolittle.
So this is the final round in the women's under 60. This is a female individual Poomsae. They're doing recognized Poomsae. Tu Doolittle in the mix here for the top 3 and 4. Kind of sitting around 3 and 4. Tu Doolittle graduated from Western Michigan University with a bachelor's in industrial design. That's impressive. And of course, tons of experience for Tu Doolittle. She did make the 2019 Poomsae team, where she won a silver at the World Cup in Wuxi, China. It's Tu Doolittle competing with Koryo.
Up next, Suzanne Torvalds.
So our fourth and final round for Suzanne Torvalds from world champion Taekwondo Mountain Park. Coach Bob Maves, sitting in her chair here today from Portland, Oregon, is where Suzanne hails. Again, the 2019 National Championships, she took a 6th place finish, but the 2019 U.S. Open International Competition, she took a silver medal. At 57 years of age, solid competition here today. Suzanne Torvalds performing choreo. And this is Barbara Jackson's final Poomsae for this division. Again, also coached by Bob Maves. Barbara Jackson, 50 years of age from Tacoma, Washington. And I like what she adds to us here. She did attend college and school. And when did she graduate? She just put a long time ago. This is Barbara Jackson competing with choreo. And Barbara Jackson finishes out her round 4. So Elba Adams, her 4th and final round from World Taekwondo Center, coached by Raymond Su. Coach Sang Jae Lee coaches for her female team at 51 years of age. Again, a younger competitor for this division. So many accolades. She is currently in first place and holding on to it solidly. This is Elba Adams finishing her competition with choreo.
Up next, Cindy Boom.
Cindy Boom, final round from Louisville, Texas. Again, 2019 bronze medal at the National Championships. Cindy Boom performing choreo.
Final competitor of the division, Jan Trigg.
So Cindy Boom just finished her competition. Now we have Jan Trigg entering the competition area. Jan, 50 years of age, from East Lansing, Michigan, coached by David Turgeon. She won a bronze medal at this year's, the 2019 President Cup back in October of 2019. She began Taekwondo in 2012 at Champion Taekwondo in New York. Was trained by Master O. Jan Trigg finishing out the competition today by performing choreo. Good. Welcome. This is our Poomsae Grand Slam final. Great competition here with our under 60 male and female individuals. Let's give these fabulous players a round of applause. As you saw, very tight competition, extremely tight competition here on the female side and the male side as well. We do want to highlight our third place, second place, and of course our first place winners. In third place was Brian Joe. Second place for the men, Garth Cooley. And first place, Un Ig Lee. On the women's side, in third place, Jan Trigg. In second place by 1/100th of a point, Sinium. And our champion here today, Elva Adams. So, Mr. Lee, I'm going to start with you.
Yes, sir.
Four-time now national team member.
Yes, sir.
Headed to the World Championships. You had a silver medal in 2018. How are you going to change that to gold here in 2020?
Yes, I'm looking for the gold for the USA. I'm very excited.
You have a great chance. You were amazing today.
All right, thanks, sir.
Mr. Lee, our champion in the men's. Let's move over to the side. First time in this division, Elva. Been on the national teams many times. How's it feel competing in this environment? Way different than the Poomsae environments we've had in the past. Very intimate, lights, cameras, live stream. How you feel just being in this more exciting, intimate environment?
Yes, just the environment much relaxed compared on a big venue. It's a great venue. You guys did a really good job. And as far as competition, as you can see, it's a really fierce competition. I thought once you go over the 50s and over the hills, everything should be easy now. So, but anyway, I guess we're here and try to push our limit. And I'm honored to compete with the lady here. And they are my motivations to keep going. So thank you very much.
Yeah, amazing competition here today. We want to recognize one more time our competitors and our champions here in the male and female under 60 individual division. Our champion here today, Elva Adams, Un Ig Lee. One more time. Thank you for watching us on the live stream here. This is the 2020 Poomsae Grand Slam Final. We have more action coming to you shortly. We'll start back at 1:20 with more divisions, so you guys don't go anywhere. We appreciate you logging on, so stay with us. Again, the 2020 Poomsae Grand Slam Final presented by USA Taekwondo.